Friends, this story is about a 32-year-old rich man who has a heart of a 15-year-old beautiful girl. That man traps that girl in his love and makes a loud noise in his cave at night. But in the end, that man does this to that girl, which spoils that girl's condition. So let's see today's best story. In the starting of the movie, we see a very beautiful 15-year-old girl whose name is Mona. Mona's school was on vacation, so she was going to her house. Mona reaches her house at night. Mona used to live with her two brothers and her mom. Mona's older brother always bothers Mona and her younger brother, and he is completely intoxicated. Mona's younger brother is always afraid of her, but Mona takes care of him. Mona's mom loved her older brother the most among the three children. Mona didn't like this. After the death of Mona's dad, she was the only one in her mom's village. She used to take care of her family by teaching them in school. After a few days, Mona's school vacation ends, so she goes back to the city, where Mona's mom comes to take her in the bus. When the river is crossing, a car arrives on the same boat, in which a very rich man is sitting, whose name is Cheng. When Cheng looks out of the car, his eyes are on Mona. Seeing the beauty of Mona, Cheng becomes attracted to her and does not leave her. That's why he goes to her to talk to Mona. Cheng asks Mona about him, but Mona doesn't pay much attention to him. In fact, Cheng's family is very rich, and he is going home after completing his studies. After a while, he finds out that Mona's hostel is also near his house. That's why Cheng asks Mona to walk with him in the car, so Mona also gets ready to go with him. Because Mona knew that if she didn't go with him in the car, she would be pushed into the bus. When those people are going in the car, Cheng asks Mona about his age. Then Mona lies to him and tells him that she is 18 years old. The same Cheng is 33 years old. Cheng tells Mona about his family. In the same way, after talking for a while, Cheng starts touching Mona. Because Cheng now wanted to blow Mona's little bubble in any way. After a while, Mona's hostel comes. That's why she gets out of the car and goes inside. The same Mona goes to her friend's house in the hostel. Then she tells her friend everything about Cheng. The next morning, when Mona is going to school, she sees Cheng's car outside the school. That's why she goes to him. In fact, Cheng started liking Mona's little bubbles. Mona comes to Cheng's car. After kissing on the window of the car, she goes to the school. Seeing this, Cheng understands. Mona also started liking him somewhere. After the school holiday, Mona comes out and sees Cheng. But Cheng is not there. That's why Mona comes to her hostel. When Mona is dancing with her friend, she sees Cheng's car coming out. Seeing this, Mona quickly goes to meet him. Cheng puts Mona in the car and takes her with him to a place, where he takes Mona to a room. Cheng wanted to dig Mona's cave. But Cheng was afraid that Mona's bubble may not become a doll. Because Mona is only 15 years old. Mona understands Cheng's feelings. She says to Cheng, "I am ready for whatever you want to do with me." Hearing this, Cheng starts making Mona's bubble rail. After enjoying for a long time, Mona tells Cheng about herself. Mona says to Cheng, "I had to go a long way by studying. But I can't do anything because I don't have money." Mona tells Cheng about her family. Her mom is very difficult to pass them. Hearing Mona's words, Cheng understands. Mona has only come to him for money. While talking, Cheng again starts making bubbles in Mona's cave. And makes a doll of Mona's bubble. After enjoying for a long time, at night, Cheng takes Mona to a restaurant, where Cheng drinks with Mona. While talking, Cheng tells Mona, "I can't marry you because I am Chinese. And my family will marry a Chinese girl." Hearing this, Mona says to Cheng, "I don't want to marry you either. Because I don't like Chinese boys either." Actually, Mona was saying all this from the bottom of her heart. But after coming home, she is very sad about what she said to Cheng. From which we come to know that Mona is also in love with Cheng. The same next day, after Mona's school holiday, Cheng sends his driver to pick her up. Cheng's driver again leaves Mona outside the same room. After going inside the room, Cheng again starts playing the drum of Mona. And they both ride each other for a long time. In the same way, after a daily school holiday, Mona comes to meet Cheng. And they both chat all day long. This goes on for many days. The next day, Mona goes to her village with Cheng. Seeing Mona coming from the car, Mona's mother is surprised. And she starts doubting Mona. At night, Mona's mother asks her, "You haven't been to your hostel for 3 days. We have received a notice from your hostel." Mona tells her mother, "I have a friend who is very rich. I went to go around with him." Mona tells her mother. But she doesn't tell anything about Cheng and his affair. The same next day, Cheng takes Mona and her family to a restaurant for dinner, where Cheng tells Mona's mom and her brothers about himself. But those people don't pay attention to Cheng. And they start eating. Because those people came to eat in such an expensive restaurant for the first time. Seeing all this, Cheng also understands that those people have eaten such good food for the first time. Actually, Mona's family wanted to fulfill all their needs with the money of Cheng. This is also understood by Cheng. After this, Cheng takes Mona to a room, where he talks to Mona again for a long time. After the work is finished, Mona asks Cheng for some money to give to her family. So, Cheng also gives some money to Mona. But Cheng doesn't like all this. Because Cheng loves Mona. But Mona is only for money with Cheng. Mona's mom comes to take money from him. Mona also gives him money. The same. When Cheng and Mona are sitting together, then Mona tells Cheng that she has to go to another city to study further. Hearing this, Cheng gets ready to help her. Now the whole school's children also got to know about the affair between Mona and Cheng. That's why all the girls don't talk to Mona. But it doesn't make any difference to Mona. At night, when Mona meets Cheng, then Cheng takes out a ring from his hand and wears it. Cheng was now in love with Mona. And he wanted to marry Mona in any way. Cheng goes to his house and asks his father to marry Mona. But Cheng's dad forbids him to marry Mona. Because Mona was a French girl. Cheng's dad says to him, if he doesn't listen to them, then they will die. In fact, Cheng's dad wants to marry a Chinese girl. The next day, Cheng goes to meet him to tell Mona all this. Cheng says to Mona, "We run away and get married." But Mona forbids him. Because Mona knew, if Cheng ran away from her and got married, then his family won't even give him a penny. That's why Mona lies to Cheng. At that same night, Cheng tells Mona about his future wife. Cheng was very sad. To fix Cheng's mood, Mona starts to pacify his conscience. But Cheng forbids him to do all this. Cheng goes to his village to leave Mona. When Mona goes to her house, his family stares at Mona's ring, which Cheng gave to Mona. Mona's mom takes the ring from him. The same thing. Mona's elder brother also found out. Mona and Cheng have talked to each other many times. This makes Mona's elder brother very angry with her. The next day, Mona's elder brother goes to the city to work. Mona's mom is very angry with him. The next day. 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 It feels very bad because her mom loved her the most. On the other hand, Mona and her younger brother were very happy to see her. At night, Mona goes to meet Cheng. Mona sees that Cheng is completely drunk. Actually, she was about to get married yesterday. Cheng was very sad because of this. Seeing Cheng in this state, Mona says to Cheng, "I will definitely come to meet you after you get married." The next day, Cheng gets married. Mona also looks at Cheng from a distance. After getting married, when Mona comes to her house, she finds out Mona's mom is going to take her to France so that Mona can study well there. Actually, Cheng has helped those people to go to France. Now, Mona goes to Cheng's room for the last time, where those people always meet. Mona sits there all day and waits for Cheng. But Cheng doesn't come there. So, Mona goes to her house in sadness.